Hello guys, what is going on? I'm Nozda and welcome to a brand new series I'm going to be doing on my channel. I'm going to be doing the 3 episode rule because I've tried to do first impression videos on anime before, and I've even tried doing first impression videos on manga before, and those two mediums never really seem to work with first impressions. You always need to see a bit more in order for the story to develop and just your opinion to develop in general. That's why I decided to do this series called 3 episode rule. I would not be surprised if there was a series similar or exactly the same, even the same title on YouTube. I didn't even search this, to be honest. So yeah, this episode I'm going to be doing Hanebado. Uh, yeah, so basically, I was very excited for this anime for like probably going on like 4 or 5 months now, probably. I think at the start of this year was when I found out that this anime was coming out at some point. I don't know. I didn't know when it was coming out. I just knew that it was about badminton, and I'm like, that's exciting, I guess. So yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna have a slight bias because I've been hyped for so long. But I did actually manage to stave off watching this until all 3 episodes were out. So I've just watched all 3 episodes, taken me about an hour. So just did like an hour marathon of all 3 episodes, and now I'm doing this. So just quickly, I just want to talk about some of the comments, especially on episode 3, because that's when I doubt people have just watched episode 3, but just to give other people's opinions, there wasn't actually a positive one, which was weird. There's a few people just sort of like saying, "Oh, this is like this anime, that anime." No Haikyuu ones, which was good. Um, but there was one in particular saying that these characters feel very much produced, and they don't feel like they was written to be like personal characters. You know what I mean? And I could I could sort of get that, like, because the captain, for example, the captain was it sort of like had this. It's got a lot of similarities to some of the characters in Haikyuu. For example, the captain, sort of the main character, even though she does take a backseat very quickly, and the new girl who is like this prodigy becomes the main character very quickly, which makes sense because she is like at the end of the arc by herself. Um, but yeah, so the captain is sort of like this Kageyama type character from Haikyuu. If you don't know what that is, basically, like she's better than everyone else around her, and she's very angry, and she takes a lot of the anger out on them. But one of the main similarities was that it's like, be better, be stronger. You can do this. You gotta love volleyball, and she gets very annoyed when people not volleyball, sorry, badminton. Um, and she gets annoyed when people don't love badminton as much as her. Um, but one of the key differences is that she wants people to know that she is not where she is due to luck, due to talent. She's there due to hard work, and that was one of the main key differences. That's one of the cool things about the character, and I'm really happy that that's in there. But what the main thing that you want to take away from episode 3, from the first 3 episodes, is that it felt like it was designed for the 3 episode rule, because 2 arcs, like not necessarily like completed arcs yet, but the captain goes from batshit insane to the likable and everyone likes her again, and then she's trying to help out the new girl, and like within the space of 2 episodes, and the new girl goes from hating badminton because of what happened with her mother, and stuff like that, to liking it again, and then she signed on to the team. Like, that all happened within 3 episodes. That felt like it could have been like maybe a season long arc. Like, I don't know how many episodes are in this. I would assume it would be 12. I wouldn't assume it would be any more than 12 episodes. But yeah, those seem to be very rushed. It feels like more like a manga one shot in which you like rush a story. So you have a full story concluded within like 50 pages, or in this case within 3 episodes. So that felt a bit rushed, but I did like the storytelling. It was very generic in terms of like pulling heartstrings and stuff like that. But it was never to the point where I didn't get people's motivations. And even though it was very, very easy to write this, and there was no sort of like, there was no risk taken with the storytelling, it did the job. It did the job well. So yeah. Right now, if you want to know, on my anime list, it is currently a 7 out of 10 with 3 episodes. That can move up and down. I predict it to move down to a 6 or potentially stay at a 7. I doubt it would move up to an 8. It just from where they've set up the characters so far. Like right now, I have no idea what could happen with character growth because, like I said, the growth seems to, like a season-long growth arc for a character seems to have already been done within 3 episodes. So I don't know what's going to happen there. One thing I am particularly excited about is the potential for a well-written ensemble cast. Because they're already starting to delve into the other characters. And all characters seem to be sort of different. There's a couple that are like, pretty generic. Like the 2 guys in there are relatively generic, but I'm excited to see how that turns out as well because they've obviously they can set up like them panning to like the badminton tournament for the guys and stuff like that. There was a really cool shot I think in episode 2. I think it was episode 2 where the guys match was going on, and then it like focused on him being on the ground for ages. Like that was cool, like because just so you know that these 2 guys really care about badminton, and you also get later on like you get a scene where like you get told that the guy who beat him is also related to a girl that's on the team, so that could be something later on. Just a bit of character development, well not development, just like character building, which is cool. But anyway, back to that scene. Like he's on the ground and it zooms out and it goes into the other score of the game. That was really, really interesting. I really enjoyed that like shot there. Now it's something unique as well. I don't think I've seen that shot done before. But then again, it would have to be in a very certain like a certain situation. It has to be another badminton anime to be honest for that shot to be done. But I did appreciate it because that would have to have been thought out. So that was nice. Yeah, like I said, like everything else seems to be very run of the mill, but like that in particular seems like they were like, okay, this will be cool to do, rather than this will be something that's necessary to do to create a low risk, semi rewarding plot for the viewers to be like, okay, I'll continue watching this after 3 episodes. I'm convinced that that was a conversation that was had when writing this, because I don't know how, because there is a manga. I tried checking on the manga to see whether it's been translated well or translated at all, and it seems to be it's very weird how it's translated. I don't think it's fully caught up. Yeah, it's not fully caught up. I don't think, and the translations aren't great. But I don't think the pacing from the manga is the same as it would be for the anime. And like I said, I bet there was a conversation being like, how can we make this so within 3 episodes people will continue watching? Because that is what a lot of the core audiences for seasonal anime look to nowadays. Is like, because there's so much anime going on. Giguk did a great video on this. There's so much anime going on that a lot of people can't give enough time to every single anime. So what they do 3 episodes, and I bet now a lot of production, especially in the high-end companies, is like, we need to produce this low-risk story that is interesting enough for people to stick around after 3 episodes. There isn't really much else to talk about character-wise. They introduced a cool, quirky character with pink hair that's like, whoa, and then she just left. That's something for the future, obviously. Probably in a tournament we'll see her. But I'm very excited to get into sort of the sports manga, sports anime section of this season, where we hopefully get into some actual matches rather than just training. But right now it is very clubby in terms of like what's going on. Like it's all about the club, it's all about the people, which is fine. It's actually really good. And I'm excited to see the potential with doubles as well. Like I'm excited. Like it would be really cool if it was like, oh, like if we finish singles match, it was intense, and then we move on to doubles and stuff like that, and we get some cool interactions there, and that works well as well, because we got rivalries between like the captain and the new girl, and then all of a sudden they have to work together. Like we already got a hint of that, but I'd like to see that in an actual tournament setting. That'd be really nice. But that's all my sort of like aspirations for what I hope the like actual sports anime to be. I just hope that it can rival Haikyuu in terms of the sort of like the like all the characters together, the ensemble cast, because that is incredibly difficult to do. And if they pull that off, that'd be amazing. That's all down to the Haikyuu manga writing though. Just quickly on Haikyuu, like if you haven't read the manga yet, if you haven't watched Haikyuu, then watch Haikyuu. If you like this, then you'll love Haikyuu probably, because it's just better in every way. But also, if you have already watched the anime of Haikyuu but not read it, then just set aside the animation. Watch the anime when it comes out for the animation and stuff like that. But read it for the writing, because the writing in Haikyuu is incredible. But anyway, that's good for now, guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this sort of thing where I do 3-episode reviews, then make sure to leave a like and stuff like that, and subscribe and all that jazz. I'm going to be doing some more anime stuff now, because I finally found a setting, like a video type which suits my sort of like interpretation of what a good or like a worthwhile anime review is. It's either like when the season ends or 3 episodes for first impressions. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I've been Nozda, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye. Gonna turn off the video now, because